Hey guys, Roger here.
And Rosie here.
Awesome. Well, we're really happy to have you here today. And Rosie was just doing some last minute adjustments to her camera.
I was, you just can't ever get it 100% right. There's always something going on.
That's right. So, Rosie, it's a exciting time in real estate, and we're going to wait just a few minutes. Oh, look.
Hi,
Wow.
you ready?
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Good to see you finally. I was like on time and despite being late, I was like, what does she mean? I said, when she says that, she's always on time.
Wow.
Mhm.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Hi.
All right.
This is really good stuff. I'm really happy that we are all on here together. What's going on, guys?
Well, I just
Oh,
good, Brie.
I'm working on a connectivity thing with AT&T right now, so
Yeah.
Okay. I'm working on the connectivity with the camera right now.
technology, it's fine.
Technology, like seriously, I don't know. It's such a cliche thing to say, technology. But if you think about it, it is a lot of our life depends on it. We think that we can just do whatever, but man, like one thing goes off, it's like a domino effect. Okay, if camera doesn't work, microphone doesn't work, it doesn't stream properly, and it's just like I don't know. You need a full time person just for that.
Hey, Rosie.
No,
Oh, please.
no, if anyone is great at technology, call us.
What were you gonna say?
We need a technology person.
Ah,
Yeah, if you're in technology, call us. Like, man, like I literally juggled Brie within 1 minute. Roger was like, "Go fix it." I was like, "Let me Google it, how to fix it." Why are you sitting on the
speaking of
chair?
technology and all these things, don't we have companies now that uh, will get the utilities on for you whenever you buy a property, and they'll get everything up and running?
Yeah,
How do they do that? Do they get paid for it? Like, do they get? I would love for them to get paid for it, but
I don't know, but I know that most of our buyers utilize the service that they get whenever they hire an inspector. They have a team that actually does all of it for them.
super
So
respected that. Yeah.
yeah, it's completely free to the client. I have no idea if they get paid on the back end or how they would get paid, but yeah, makes our clients' lives easier. So I like it.
There is a lot going on, and we had a very, very happening week with Bree. I'm not going to get started on it, but I will say this: transactions got built, got broken, got built, got broken, got built again. Oh, okay. I can literally look at her face and I can count how many transactional problems she's having. From
Actually, hey, I will say one thing, guys. If you I just helped a buyer get a 4.99 rate with a new
Oh,
construction builder, and it's USDA. They don't have to put any money down.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
hey,
And you
listen.
know what? We're gonna show everybody exactly how to do that.
Starbucks, if you wanna sponsor me, I'm
Now we're sponsored.
shamelessly displaying your logo.
You're after
All right,
Elon.
I'm ready for all the juicy conversation. Get it started.
No, so guys, we definitely want to talk about all of the ways that people could scale up their real estate portfolios. And if you stay till the end of the show, I'm sure you're going to gain a lot of value. We're going to go over not just what's going on in the market, but we're going to go over some of the tactics that Brittany was just speaking about, in addition to some other ones. And so we have a great show lined up for you today. And who's this show for? This show for is for anyone looking to buy their first home. Maybe you're buying your second home or third home, vacation home here in Austin, or maybe you're an investor. And last but not least, this show is also for other agents because at the end of the day, we are in this all together. right? Co-creating the experience. And so with that, we're going to get our show started.
Roger, before we start, are you going to say that? I don't know what you're going to say, but are you going to talk about the news that I had sent y'all on Instagram? Or no?
I think that's very exciting news. Yeah. Did you want to?
No, you can. You got it.
Okay. So, I mean, yeah, the news is that Elon Musk wants to move the rest of his companies here. And in addition to that, I think there was some paperwork filed with the county for expanding Neuralink operations. And I think they have, that's going to be over off of, Adele Valley area. And not only is Elon Musk and everything he's doing, he's moving his additional headquarters. He's moving X, which previously known as Twitter, SpaceX headquarters to Texas. And there's also a Tesla supplier, which is inching closer to a $28 million project in Buda, which will make it the largest private employer in Buda. So I thought that was really exciting news. And so, I mean, that's really the headlines we're hearing from everybody right now. That seems to be the conversation.
Yeah.
And, usually we're talking about billions of dollars. And so talking about millions kind of feels like we're downgrading. But that's the news exactly that came in. In addition to that, we did have something exciting happen at UT. The Defense Advanced Research Project Agency. DARPA has picked the University of Texas for electronics, and what they're going to do is they're going to test a lot of their projects to see how. I think they're going to test automated vehicles, autonomous vehicles, and different technologies. But this is the defense type of spending, and they're spending $1.4 billion with UT.
Wow.
Yeah. And I know this is gonna break your heart, guys. I wish it was good news, but I don't know how you wanna perceive it. But Chewy's is selling their company. Did you hear that?
No, I did not see any of this. What?
They're selling to the company that owns Olive Garden. Oh my gosh, I got a live reaction. This is great. This is good stuff.
What?
There goes our Chewy's lunch.
Oh, well, find a new place.
Yep.
Why?
Why? That's like our go-to thing.
That's our way to dampen my Thursday, okay?
I know. But hey, guys, it's actually really good news if you think about it. It was a company that started here in Austin, and it got national notoriety, and so we can cheer them on. And the next company is right in line. We don't know who the. I told Deep that Cabo Bob's was next.
Y'all love Cabo Bob's.
Have you been there?
You don't?
I mean, it's fine.
It's like
When you say y'all love Cabo Bob's, it basically means you're not that big of a fan.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not my favorite. I don't hate
not
it.
my favorite either. But
Okay, what do you prefer over Cabo Bob's?
a lot of stuff.
No,
Like-
the same type.
Oh,
Like-
same type.
You like Chipotle over Cabo Bob's?
Cabo Bob's?
Chipotle lately hasn't been doing it for me. Nothing, honestly.
Then Cabo Bob's is the best.
Okay, John says he doesn't like, he says Cabo is a Chipotle knockoff.
Cabo is
Yeah.
a Chipotle knockoff?
Cabo Bob's is a Chipotle knockoff. It's very true.
All right.
That's funny.
My son has a Cabo Bob affair. He literally that's his default place. Like, if he does something good, do I get Cabo Bob's today? Like that's his thing. All right, cool. So tell me, guys, what's going on? Like real estate, money, where is everything?
Philadelphia is another good one. So, Rosie, that's home builders are coming out to Hutto. There's 7 home builders that are coming out to Hutto. They're going to be building 2,800 homes. And then we also have a 60-acre project by one of our friends, Mr. Parsi, Sharvin Parsi, is building a 60-acre shopping complex in Elgin. And he said something beautiful. He said, we're following the rooftops.
Yeah.
Wherever you see the rooftops coming, you expect some economic growth to follow right behind. I think that's really exciting. So if you have,
60,000. What? How big was it?
it's a 60-acre project,
60 acre.
60
Okay,
acre
that's
retail,
bigger than UT
hotel, all of that sort of stuff
in Elgin.
in Elgin.
Okay.
And I like Elgin a lot. I think the 290 corridor is great.
Hold on. You guys are discriminating against Elgin Manor. I love all of Austin. Like, let
Yeah.
me tell you something. I go to Georgetown, I fall in love with Georgetown. I go to Leander, I fall in love with Leander. I go to Pflugerville, I was like, man, like everywhere people have put their money in real estate in Austin and surrounding areas, they've been rewarded. Now, if
Happened.
you had a FOMO around, I wish I could have done that much in 2021. That you know what, I need to address this today. Let's talk about it today. Whenever I go on listing appointments with sellers, right? They're like, man, yeah, I missed the boat. Well, you missed the boat on what exactly? Like nobody was with, you know what the conversations were in 2021? Say, hey, your property has appreciated really immensely. Would you like to sell it? They said, why would I sell something that's appreciating where I'm going to go next? Everything is so expensive.
Yeah.
And now finally we have that room where things are not that expensive and you can move into it. Now they have a FOMO. This is the reality. Nobody talks about it. This is the true reality of real estate.
Yeah.
You know, one of my real estate mentors told me early on, they said, Rosie, if a monkey grabs M&Ms from a jar, it has to drop some to grab some.
Yeah.
So in our life, sometimes it seems like to gain some profits from real estate, you have to drop some to regain again. Anyways, as you were saying.
That's true. That's true.
Well, can I
And
say something? We have more news.
yeah, please.
I have a lot to say, actually.
No,
I have a lot to say, actually.
But she has a lot to say since yesterday. My phone has been going off the hook. By the way she says hello, I already know what kind of call is this going to be.
She does. She's like, what's the problem? Or, oh, you're happy? Who got under contract? No, I want to say something. I have been seeing a lot of activity in the market over the past 2 weeks. Okay. A lot of buyers are, finally making moves. People are starting to recognize that, hey, we're able to get good deals on the market, right? That being said, more people are entering the market. So we're starting to see a little bit more competition. I'm seeing some properties. I actually was looking with a client over the weekend. We looked at a property on Sunday. That same night it went under contract and it was only on the market for 6 days.
Oh.
No, this is true. This is true. And guys, 30 days under contract and multiple offers is a real thing. Like you can be one time accidental, 2-time accidental, 11 times.
Yeah.
This year, yeah.
Yeah, it's happening a lot. And I'm seeing I'm also seeing properties that obviously if they're not priced appropriately, right, you start to drop the price. But I'm also seeing sellers who have started at a certain price point. Once they've dropped the price, then more buyers are flocking to it, right? So I'm starting to see a lot of competition. Once, if they were, I'm just going to make up a number here, right? They're listed at $425, they dropped to $399, and now they have a lot of interest in the property. So I'm seeing a lot of activity out there. I'm also seeing builders are giving some really great incentives. Like I said, we had one client that secured a 4.99. Another builder was offering a 5.25 rate. Another builder was offering a 5.99 rate. So builders are offering rate buy downs right now. These were for primary, but still, I mean.
No, hold on. You know, I just had a property that received an offer, and offer didn't go through. Okay, it's not supposed to be funny, but just well, I'm not afraid of offers not going through. Properties sell. Like things sell. I'm not afraid. The whole life doesn't hinge on one offer. Every seller needs to know that. Okay. So the buyer's agent, I was like, hey, we negotiated terms. Everything looks good. Like, what's going on? Why are they not moving forward? They said the buyers have decided to sit on the sidelines and wait for the market to get better.
Oh, no.
And I was like, okay, what exactly are they hoping to see? Are they hoping for prices to go down more, or they're hoping for interest rates to go down? Like, what has to go get better?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they're waiting on. I will tell you what, people are taking a little bit longer to
Yeah.
make their decision. They like a property, but they want to see properties. And you know what I think it is, honestly? People are in their ears saying market is gonna market is gonna go down. I keep hearing people say, Bree, is the market gonna go down? And I'm like, where are you hearing it from?
It
Oh,
already went down. It's on our way back up.
it's already went down. We had to look at the data to see it already went down. And what is the data over the past few months? It's been going back up. So we
Yeah.
continue to wait. You're going to be
They're behind. They're a little behind on the news. They need to watch our previous webinars. But
Our
you know,
previous webinar, exactly. Yeah.
yeah, we have been talking. Now here's a little quick thing I wanted to ask you, Bree. So when we say buyers are taking a little bit longer, um, are we saying that they're going back and visiting the property once or twice more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they want to see the property. Even if they love the property, they want to go look at it again, maybe before they put the offer in. They kind of want to see like how long is it going to stay on the market. They want
Yeah.
to check the temperature, what's going on, how much can we negotiate.
So quickly, let's discuss this. If somebody is buying a $60,000 car, they want to test drive it,
Mhm.
right? Our real estate market was way too crazy.
Yeah.
You can't even, you have to buy it sight unseen, and it's not a $60,000 purchase, it's a $600,000 purchase.
Yeah.
I think it's reasonable for any buyer to be able to just say, you know what, I now finally am in the time in the market where I can go back, look at the property, make a decision, and know this is the best thing that's going to happen to them. And it's amazing that people finally have this opportunity after 5-6 years of hovering over real estate online and making online offers and not even have a chance to visit it in person and look at what they're buying. It's a decision that they're going to live with for at least 7 years, if not 30 years. So I think buyers, it's y'all's time. And so sellers as well. If you guys are listening, you have time to now sell the property and look at another purchase before that was not even the case in 2021.
Speaking of that, a lot of I was showing some buyers up in Gerald the other day, and a lot of the properties were pretty new, like 2021, 2022 year
Yeah.
built. And when I was talking to the agents about it, it seems like a lot of these sellers bought in the market, and because it was obviously more affordable in Gerald back then, right? Because there was disappearing price points. But now that they have more options, they are selling so that they can move to something maybe a little bit closer, or maybe something bigger, something that they weren't able to get when the market was hot. So a lot of people are wanting to sell so that they can buy something that they actually like, which they really didn't get that opportunity in 2021.
Can I say something here, guys? I will say this. Watch out for the headlines right now, because as we enter August, August is just the month where we get flooded with inventory that didn't sell. So these are people that missed the boat, kind of. I don't know. It's just historically August going forward, you'll see a lot of properties expire, right? Or you will see just it's the third going into the fourth quarter, and so the closer we are to fourth quarter, everybody generally suspects the economy to be slowing down, right? And so I think the news headlines, they adjust accordingly. So even though in the last several years when we interest rates were low, August was still a strong month. And if we, let's say there was a year where we hardly had any expireds at all, properties coming off the market, we would still have a few, and and so I'm noticing that this time of year is when people usually start to be a little pessimistic about the market. The news agencies do. And I think what it is people just take that information and they don't have anything to correspond it with. And so that's kind of what happens. Like, there's a news article I was looking at. I can share my screen here, and it really doesn't provide any real solid data, but they will say just about anything to get people to read it, right? It's a little bit of clickbait. So it's here. It says home builder pessimism rises with higher interest rates, more inventory competition. And I read the whole article, and it doesn't seem to really. It's not validating the idea, and so they're just talking about interest rates and the buy downs, but there's really no solid data backing up. There's new listings, and new listings are up 7.3% from this same time frame from a year ago. What exactly, what type of new listings? And where was it because we had such a constraint on listings? And if listings go up and down just generally, like I know there'll be 1 month we're getting double digit listings, and then the following month we had very few listings. So it's not seasonally adjusted data.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what do your guys take on that?
Yeah, oh, go ahead, Ro.
No, you go.
Okay, you love me. We're unhinged today, guys. It's fun. I do see a lot sometimes from the news that they always say like third or fourth quarter is slowdown, but I'll be honest, we've been doing this for 10 years together, and we normally have the busiest of months in the fourth quarter. So I don't know what the news is talking about. Maybe if other people are taking a break, but
I know. Yeah.
This is literally the conversation that happened with one of my builder friends. I was talking business with them, right? She said, yeah, I know some of the realtors are, the market is slow. And, one of my realtor good friends, they said, you know what, I'm just going to travel. Market is slow. I was like, what kind of market are they living in? Because I don't know when I cannot know when the market is like slow and busy. Like I'm busy all the time. The results are a little slowed down because it takes longer for a transaction to close. It takes more efforts, more follow-up, more negotiations. That's normal. That's like up and down in real estate. But I don't know how people are going on a travel. Like I cannot find a window to travel to San Antonio to visit my sister-in-law, and here are people going on travel. So I think real estate doesn't slow down. Realtors
slow down. Yeah.
Yeah.
And aren't some of the best deals in the fourth and first quarter of the year?
Buyers, I just want to say one thing. I forgot to mention this. Hurry up. There ain't no slowdown in the market. You've seen it, you've touched it, and you've felt it, and you've heard it. Okay? If you've heard it, and by the time everybody starts talking about it, it's already too late.
Mm-hmm.
Get on the game.
Hurry up.
Hurry up. Sellers, get on the market because it's about to hit the fan.
It's so funny. My cousin, he wants to buy a house, right? And he's come to us. He says, hey, help me buy a house. I'm ready to invest. I want to buy some rental properties and want to have my personal residence. Young guy. And he was consulting with his dad, and his dad said, hey, just hold off until interest rates come down.
You know what, honey? You
That's
can
the kind of advice we're getting
talk
from
about my
people.
brother-in-law like that. Okay, who he's talking about? He's talking about his brother, and I'm talking about my brother-in-law. You don't get to talk to him like that, okay?
Well, no, I'm not talking about. Listen,
He gets into I know you're making joke of
I
him.
would never say anything bad about my family. I love every single one of them.
Oh, you do.
I would. Whatever. You're full.
We all reserve the right to say bad about our family. Just somebody else can't. We can.
No. What I was actually talking about was the logic that goes behind that decision. That will, just wait. Interest rates.
You laughed at interest rate go down.
Well, what happens? You know what happens. You guys know what happens when interest rates go down. For every 1% the interest rates go down, they're anticipating 1 million buyers. Oh, sorry, I need to go revise my data. It's gonna
buyers.
Let's just say a lot.
1 million.
for every percent, yeah, I'll figure it out.
By the way, guys, and anyone who's watching this, if you do not live in Texas and are not a Texas resident, and you have a kid who wants to go to college in Texas and you want in-state tuition, I have a solution for you. Call me.
Oh, you no.
Wait.
A legal solution with real estate. It might take a year, but you can get it. Yes.
But that's a very important news. No, you have to know it now.
Okay. So if you have a kid who's gonna, let's say UT, and you don't live in state, okay, you can buy a property, okay, in Texas with your child's name on the deed. Okay. Your kid has to be 18 for you to do this. Okay.
18.
18. Now, you're going to need to remove your name from the deed and put your kid's name only on the deed. All right, which can be done. Because you're probably going to have to co-sign for them on the loan if they don't have any income. But you just have to have 1 year of them being on the deed. And then whenever you go to apply for admissions, you can get the in-state tuition.
Oh,
Wow.
that's a huge saving.
Congratulations, all the 18-year-olds who are about to become property owners.
Can we spend a little time on this real quick? Because, you know, I was thinking about something that's been on the news a lot lately, and we're watching the really extravagant wedding that's taking place in India. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Yeah.
The Ambani wedding. And so I was just thinking, you know, a lot of us don't have $300 million to spend on our child's wedding.
460
460 million. Wow, holy
on a
moly.
wedding.
And you know, the conversation often amongst friends comes up like, I wouldn't spend that much money on wedding. Weddings are getting expensive these days. Just give the kid the money, or whatever. We hear some of those conversations, right? And I couldn't help but think about a lot of our viewers and our people in our network and stuff like this, if they haven't yet, to consider maybe buying some rental properties or real estate. And you might have small ones, you know, at home, and eventually you're going to have to put them to college. They're going to have to get married. And I know this is not scripted, but I was just thinking about it honestly, about how far real estate can go for people. And we had a client that sold a home and used the funds, the proceeds, to pay for both his son and daughter's wedding, or was it their
Oh,
school?
yeah, this year. 10 years ago, I helped them buy a property and rent it out and put a tenant in it. And for 10 years, the tenant paid on time. And just this year, they called me. They said, Rosie, actually, they called me in December. They said, Rosie, I need to sell the property. And I looked at the property. I looked at the comps at that time. And I told them, I said, you're not going to like what I'm going to tell you next. And they said, what? I said, you should wait 3 months. They said, what? I said, yeah, you should wait 3 months. They said, no, Rosie, I want to make sure I have money in my hand. I said, when is the wedding? They told me when the wedding was. I said, it is my promise to you, you will have money from the house before the wedding. If not, I'll write you a check. And they were like, okay. And there was this another realtor who was just pushing them to sell it at that time. And lo and behold, they sold the property $35,000 more than what they would have sold back in December.
Well, you know, that property was located next to a hot spot. It's
Yeah.
not from a hot spot in Austin. It was just a brand new business at the time. And they had just built it from the ground up construction in the middle of a neighborhood. And so it's like a bookstore / coffee spot. And so we went out there one weekend just to preview the property for our client. Deep was with us. We had some coffee, read some books, and we saw, man, this is really popping over here.
And the next thing, we got a call from the listing appointment right across. And I was like, guys, you haven't even let the foot traffic sit in. This just became the hype. Like, we went to the opening of that grocery store, opening of that coffee shop. And I was like, let the foot traffic pick up. Like, why are we selling now? We got to hit.
Adele just commented. She said, my sister-in-laws did this in a different way. As a graduation gift, they gave each child a cash flowing apartment close to the university in Phoenix downtown.
Hi, Adele. Hi, Adele. Hi, Adele. I just want to acknowledge Adele publicly for trusting us with her friends to help them buy a property. Big shout out to Adele, and thank you so much. And I love my people, and I love when I get to help their families. And Bree, thank you for going above and beyond. And I think almost every person that has commented on the call, I think Varun probably is here. I cannot see the comments. He has always been a big supporter and has
Yeah.
always, yeah. So big shout out to all my people who love us, trust us. We keep getting better for you. Thank you.
So, in other news, I am reading a book, and this is a really old book, and it might look a little cheesy to you guys, but this is
Hold on. Where's that presentation deck that you had prepared? Like the badass one that you and
well,
I.
we're gonna share that at the coffee social, and we're gonna blast it out with the email. I won't be presenting it here, obviously, but
A sneak peek? Like, oh, I need a little sneak peek.
no. There's a lot of good data in there, but this book is a really good book if you guys hadn't read it. So Brian Tracy, didn't know this about him. I thought he was just an inspirational speaker, just a motivation guy. But come to find out, he was in real estate development and developed his first piece of real estate in his 20s, in his mid 20s, a $3 million project. And then he went on to sell cars and got really good at it and ended up owning 65 dealerships, selling over $100 million in vehicles. And so the guy has a lot of good information in here, and I will definitely be sharing that information with you guys. And if you just read the title, you can gain a lot from it. It's $1 Million Habits, right? So
Roger is starting to kind of hold back on some actually cliffhangers for Coffee Social. Like I feel like if I didn't make it, I have a 9 o'clock call tomorrow, and if I missed on any of these things, you're gonna repeat everything for me again.
you betcha.
Booyah.
So hey, look, I'm just gonna go over it real quick. Just a couple of steps, 3 or 4 steps. So the steps to 7 steps to formula for goal setting. Step 1 is decide exactly what you want. Step 2 is set a deadline. Step 3 is make a list of everything that you have to do. Step 4 is organize your list in action steps. Step 5 is identify the obstacles. Step 6 is immediately take action of some kind. Step 7, most importantly, and people said this 7-step process has changed their life, is do something every day that moves you towards your most important goal. So do something every day that moves you.
I love it, love it, love it. I love it, love it, love it. I love it. I love it. Roger has been doing a lot of good things lately. Yesterday, by the way, I wanna, so you don't have a presentation that you don't want to share, but I'm sharing your presentation there with everyone. I just want to tell y'all one thing. So a lot of people who buy investment properties and they look at residential and commercial. Yesterday, Roger was on a commercial listing call with one of our investor alliances who are looking to purchase an office building. And the moment that deal originally landed on our table, it looked like one of a kind, a 50%, 100% profits, and you name it. Like it's called too good to be true. Like that's like rare cherry on the top. And the moment I saw Breeze reading something, and I just caught her on the camera. Busted. Okay, so I just want to say this, that Roger actually took time not only to analyze the data, but actually visit the property in person. And if you're looking at a commercial property, it is very different than residential property, guys. You have to understand not only what a price per rent per square footage is or price per square footage is. No, you got to understand the star rating, the crime in the neighborhood, who is across you. Like if a property that is a commercial rental building or office building has a 1.4-star apartment building behind you and has car break-ins all the time, it's a whole different price for that property compared to the one that's across from a well-built, newly constructed all-glass office building. Very different demographics. Even at half a mile, the whole neighborhood changes. the demographics changes. So what rent per square footage you're going to get and price per square footage you're going to get is very, very different. So please, I was blown away by Roger's presentation yesterday on how he took time and broke down the comparables. And
It's so important when you're looking at comparables to go visit the property that you're comparing to. Like if you have it in an Excel sheet and you're comparing it, you're saying this is what sold. In commercial, you want to go by and visit that property that sold. And so this property sold in December of last year. And when I drove by it, it was vacant. It's been vacant for the last 8 months. So now when we go back and say, well, this is one of our comps, and it's within walking like it's actually next door, right?
Next door.
So the next door property, I mean, really, I've seen this over and over again. It's really easy to miss this information. Something happened to Rosie. I think
I apologize.
El Gato.
The cat.
The cat. Rosie the El Gato. Nice.
The camera fix you told me to do didn't work. So we're not doing that again. Just saying.
Okay. Okay.
All right. I apologize for the interruption. Guys, I'm back.
Yeah. So long story short is this, that if you see a comp, make sure you visit the comp.
Visit the comp, visit the neighborhood. Like, it's a whole different investment when you're looking at a property like this compared to what you see online.
And commercial.
Don't buy real estate that is investment just because it feels good online. No, do your.
Honestly, I think if it was anybody else, they would have agreed to list it at, let's just say, whatever price, just doubling up the square footage or using some simple math. And these guys would have been several months into their listing, holding on to a piece of property that wouldn't sell. So that's a really good deal.
Yeah.
That's very important information to know.
Beautiful. I like that. So overall, what I would say is that from all the activity that we have had on our listings, almost all listings sold. We are looking at a new batch of listings coming on the market. I'm not getting those phone calls anymore where people are like, well, I don't know what I'm going to buy. People are like, well, I think you're going to sell your property quick. And people are looking to make open communication, open negotiations. Bree, like, you have had some incredible negotiations this past week. And of course, everything comes with hard work. Nothing comes easy. And
Bree, can you mention that deal again that you were talking about at the beginning of the show, please?
Which one?
You were talking about the low interest rate.
Oh, yeah. There was, we had a client who is getting, the builder is offering a 4.99 interest rate. And it's USDA, so they don't have to put any money down either. This is for a primary purchase.
Yeah.
Guess what else I did?
Huh.
Okay. Listen to this. We have a duplex. And the builder agreed to $7,000 in closing cost credit. And it's already below market value by over $30K.
Wow.
And they agreed to another $7,000 in
Do they
closing.
allow homestead? Do they allow homestead?
They allow homestead.
Oh, duplex can. You know what? My brother-in-law is going to buy that. He don't need to buy any hike bike trails. He needs to get into a duplex, rent one side out, and live on the other side.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I told all my brother-in-laws. I said, y'all's asses are going to retire me. As you get from me, I deserve a room, nicely made, comfortable, attached bathroom, fresh linen. Yeah,
so I have a question, Bree.
Usually
when people think USDA, they're thinking it's out in the boonies.
Is it true?
Not anymore. I think.
Honey, is it called boonies or moonies?
Boonies.
Listen, all the boonies become very hip very soon.
I think Hutto was USDA for a while. Pflugerville used to be USDA.
Wow.
Maynard was USDA.
They're USDA until they're not USDA anymore. Now, this one property that was eligible for, it's still eligible for USDA, is in Liberty Hill.
Oh my gosh!
Do
Wow.
you know what else was Bree? USDA? You won't believe me.
Austin.
You know that neighborhood next to Santerra? No, off of Wise Lane in Pflugerville, the Deer Horton Big Community.
Creek?
Huh? No, no,
Sorrento?
no. Sorrento, next to Sorrento,
Armo Creek?
Westwood, Westwood, right on the intersection of Kelly and Wise Lane.
Oh, yes. It's not Westwood, but it's Reserve at West Creek.
Reserve at West Creek, yeah. USDA.
Now,
Wow.
who do you know that knows neighborhoods like that off the back of their hand?
Okay, that was USDA.
That is
First thing how
impressive.
people get into USDA homes in that neighborhood, zero down.
And look at it now. It's not wrong. I mean, it's not.
Please, whatever you guys are afraid of. Matter of fact, that is a good reason. Wherever the USDA loan is, buy your homestead there and let your real estate appreciate.
Yes.
And how long do they have to stay there before they move out and go buy another house?
6 months.
6 months? Or
Wait,
until
what?
the financing allows
That's
them.
questionable because people do get job transfers sometimes within 30 days.
And I'm sure they would need to talk to their
As long as they don't
loan
have to sell the property, then that's fine.
No, let's say if they want to rent it out.
That's fine.
No.
I didn't say that.
3 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Oh. But if somebody
Right?
gets a job transfer in 30 days, what do they do?
Yeah, they have to. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm getting free to say yes, and she's not. Like she's like so to the rule. Never mind. Okay, guys. Anything else?
Let's see. Yeah. Well, hey, our heart goes out to everybody in Houston. Our heart goes out to everyone in Houston. We had the storm.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And I was reading an article about companies still feeling optimistic about Houston, and still, it doesn't really. I saw a chart earlier that shared that it doesn't impact employment, and so that's the good news. And Dallas is getting a Walmart distribution center, so pretty big deal. And it's because they spoke with the company official and they talked about it being a major logistics hub, and so that's right up the road for you from Austin. As soon as you enter the DFW, you're first driving through Lancaster, so that's a big deal. And we already covered the SpaceX and all the Elon Musk news, so that's really, I think.
Now X is coming to Austin too. Twitter.
And what I would really be looking for, and there's a lot of other, and Rosie, we talked to Dave Porter from Williamson County Economic Development, and he said how many companies?
150 manufacturing companies coming over.
150 international companies looking to move to our area to be closer to the technology.
Yeah.
Now we have the $100 billion chip factory going in near College Station. Yeah. And so I would say that,
let me tell you something. I don't understand how many times we're going to get tired of counting these companies.
Yeah.
Period. You gotta
development, right? All of the development.
Yeah, and just be quiet and just sit on it and let the money do the magic that it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like, don't rent. Get out of the rentals right away. It irks me. It hurts me to see people throw money away in the rent. It hurts me. Physically hurts me. Why would you do that?
Yeah, live a little bit farther. It's worth it.
Yeah, drive out. People are working from home anyways. I don't understand why people do that. I seriously don't.
Yeah.
Well,
cool.
Guys, 44. So today, guys, we have 44 minutes and 10 seconds of fun conversation. Normally we bring, on our next call, we will talk about some great investments. This week has been about dynamics of the market, how people are feeling, how buyers are behaving, how market is operating, what builders are doing to compete with the resale and the inventory that is on the market. But all in all, it's up and up, up and up. There's more and more stuff coming to Austin. So guys, love on Texas, live in Texas, and own in Texas. You guys, you will thank us 10 years later.
Yeah.
And you're going to throw us a party for making these webinars at that time. So until then, have a wonderful day. Enjoy your Thursday. Can't wait to see you guys next week. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yep. Meet y'all at the coffee social. Take care.
Yeah, coffee social. Bye.
Bye, guys.